Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Like I said last Friday, we are starting on a new planet today, new world, and we're going to be starting with a smallish settlement, um, kind of off in the hinterlands a little bit. Not super out of the way, but small town America basically, but in a different planet. So you can see, I pulled up the fantasy village generator because it's just a good tool for this. And it tells us we've got something with 111 plots for the population of around, 800, right? Yeah. That should be a good place to start. And this is the map we're going to be using. There's our scale, which I left on so we can rescale it in Blender, and I have exported it as an SVG file so we can load it up into Blender. But I just wanted to show you the overall map to start with and where we're coming from. Okay, let's get into it. Excuse me. Delete our base cube. File, import, SVG. Yep, Daggerfire Rock. And it brings it in as really small. It's kind of annoying, but you can see there's our map that we had. But let's select this. There's our scale. And item, it's very small. Let's just make everything bigger first. AS 25. Okay, now let's take a look at this. And it is 1.77 meters. We want it to be, let's control A, scale. Okay, we want it to be 100. So it's going to be 56.36 times for everything. Let's undo that. A, S, 56. There we go. So this is now real scale for our objects. Let's apply scale. Just a really simple way to get things where we want it to be. And let's change this is big enough. Let's change our view and our external clipping up around to 10 kilometers instead of 1, so we can see the whole thing. And this is going to be our overall map. Maybe we may even use it as ground. There's no reason not to. Collection, ground, and turn it off. And we can get rid of our scale thing now. We don't need it. Okay, so we can see there's our map. And it's done some neat things. First off, this is all curves. It's just some of them are filled. So mostly we're gonna convert it to mesh in a few minutes. But first, you can see we have the walls a curve, the roads are curves. That's actually 2 roads. And the river is a curve. So we can actually use those to lay in where these things are going to be. Let's start with the river. Let's tab A, and the first thing I'm gonna do is just rotate it 90, because I know I need to do that. And if we set our scale, extrude, I don't know why it doesn't want to change the scale. So like it's saying it's very small, even though it's several meters, but that looks like a, reasonably sized river. It doesn't have to be exactly what it was in the map. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna move it, new collection to river, just to get it out of the way. Then our roads, this one doesn't really make any sense. Actually, the river, okay. Why is it still turned on? Why do I still see it? Weird. Is it duplicating it? Let's just get rid of it. Let's see if I still have it. River. Yep. Okay, we do. Good. Weird. All right. So we got our two roads kind of coming into here, and we can grab them. I'm actually just going to get rid of this one, this one, this one, and this one. Put them all together. Let's just join them. New collection, road. Let's turn off and see if there's duplicate of those two. There are. Okay. If you want to undo that, this is still, yeah, that's 100. We're right. Cool. Good. All right, road. So let's tab, edit, a mean tilde of 90. And let's give it an extrusion. Let me adjust it more, but that seems like a good. So as we can come check it by putting a person here too. Let's put a person there. Human generator. Generate a new human. Yeah, it's a decent sized road. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Cool. Roads are off. And we might as well do the same thing with the walls. Just go ahead and get them going too. Let's new collection, walls. Turn it off. And okay, there is no duplicate on that one. Good. Tab. A mean tilt of 90. And again, give it an extrusion of, we want somewhat thick walls. That feels good. Those are beefy walls, which we want. Maybe a little less beefy. Where's our guy? Let's just bring him over to a wall. So bring him over onto a wall so we can see. Yeah, maybe a little less beefy. That is pretty beefy. Sure, let's do that. That looks like a good wall. All righty. Let's save our file. Where am I? Oh, I'm in rock stuff. Villages, yep. 240715-1 live stream village. Okay. And we can turn back on river and roads and see everything we got. Not bad. That I think will do what we want. I think the next step is to lay in some ground, which we did create before. And maybe we'll make it a bit bigger. Maybe we don't really need it to be this way because it's already, waiting. Fine. Q, convert to mesh, tab, yeah. 2, X, dissolve edge. No. Faces. There we go. So now we can make it a bit bigger. It's already pretty big, but let's scale it. Just so we have a little bit on both sides of the river, if nothing else. Okay, Control A, rotation scale. So that's gonna be our ground plane. Hey, Micah. Good morning. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Didn't do much, but it was nice. Let's see. So this is our ground plane. Now we're going to want it pretty flat with some rolling hills, but this area around here we're going to keep pretty flat. Let's edit it and subdivide it. And they're not exactly square, but this is close enough. That's how far do we want to go. 10, let's go 25. Yeah, 25 seems pretty good for right now. And from here, we can make kind of, like I said, like a rolling hills kind of vibe. One, turn on proportional, make it bigger, bit up there, bit up there, there. Kind of going to put it in a little bit of a valley, I think. We're going to have the water cut through. And I'm not worried if we've gone over here, but over meaning the ground, over this town, but just kind of trying to lay it out a little bit. And okay, just a little bit of hillage. We're going to modify it with what you call it, auto trainer anyway, but just to throw it so it knows a bit. It's going to be our rolling hills terrain. Okay. Yes. Looking good. Let us F4 append terrain generator, node tree, trainer base, and save again, and add a modifier, geometry nodes. And we already fixed that. Yeah. Cool. That's pretty accurate for what I want. I think we might even simplify it here a little bit. Let's turn it off in edit mode. So we'll just make this be flat underneath our walls. Okay. With a detail. There we go. Keeps that kind of more organized. A little tidy. I'm all right with the ground. Can even come into here, and I'm going to decimate to 1 meter, which should cut our faces down even more, right? And smooth a bit more too. And Control A, apply. Are we good with that? Yeah, that seems acceptable to me. We don't need high frequency detail here. We can always add it later into parts if we need to. Okay, so we got that. Now let's take our river. And we also want to go object, convert. Actually, before we even do that, Q. So I can't do that here. It doesn't like that. Add modifier. Solidify. Thickness. We're just going to make it very thick. Cool. Maybe that'll be good enough. And object, convert to mesh. Actually, did I apply this? I don't want to apply this yet. Let's undo that. Edit, undo history. There we go. Okay. Don't want to apply it yet. Let me take my red filters down to 3 too. Decrease our number of faces. Now this sucker, let's do this. Add modifier, solidify, we said 25. Good. And this one, object convert to mesh. Bring it up like that. That feels good to me. And that, and this, control minus. This, the boolean needs to be before. Let's just turn off that. And exact, hold tolerant. I don't want to cut through. Do I need to make it solid first? I thought I could do it this way. All right, let's make it solid first. Tab 2. E. Sure. Yeah. EGZ. Turn off proportional. F SZ0. Great. Cool. Now, tab. Turn back on Boolean. Great. We got our cutting in. That's what we wanted, right? Cool. We could maybe take our river, edit it. 3. Shift G coplanar. And we want individual origins and scale. Nah, that's not going to do it. How do I do this? Should do this. You should be okay. Edges, scale. No, well, it's fine. Nah. This should be scaling correctly. Why is it not? Really, those should be individual origins for each face. Yeah, individual origin. Shift G, coplanar, Alt S. See if that'll work. No. Alt S. Shift C. What the heck is going on? Scale. I am confused. Well, let's just leave it like it is. We could do it this way too. 2 ways to skin a cat. Control bevel. Heh, piss off. Great. Yep, that'll work better. Okay. This bad boy here. Does that work better? Yeah, it's better. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. And we can even smooth it just one more time. Or a few more times just to get it. There we go. That gives us our riverbed running through things. It's close enough for what I need. That will be fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply all. Delete that. And there's our river cutting through our ground. Oh, no, before we apply all. Okay, let's apply the Boolean. Turn off this tab 3. I don't need these modified. Let's delete faces. This should give us essentially the same thing, but without subdividing all those other faces and adding a bunch more geometry. Yeah, it's better. We'll just keep the ground as flat. Just keep that'll keep it from subdividing all that stuff. There we go. Apply. Now let's double check it. And yeah, that looks okay. We have more detail around there, which makes sense. That looks good. Okay. I like it. It's is that in cutters? Let's just turn it off. I don't necessarily want to delete it yet, just in case, but okay. Like I said, today we were trying to go a little slower this time. I think we're going to build this whole village throughout the week instead of trying to get it all in one day. So I'm just being a little bit more deliberate than I might otherwise. I think that's an okay thing. Solidify, thickness of 10. 1. We want to go 10 meters up. That's pretty high. Yeah, no, that's all right, actually. That's okay. Maybe we'll go thickness of 15 and an offset of slightly, just to make sure it's under the, so we're underground everywhere, right? Yeah, cool. That works for me. And let us object convert to mesh. Q sharpen. So there are our walls going around our town. That's good. Roads, I'm just going to turn off for right now. They're just getting in my way. Okay. Maybe let's convert all of this stuff to mesh. Where's it all in? All these curves are in here. Let's just duplicate collection, just in case we want to keep it. Turn it off totally. Select objects and object convert to mesh. Solo it and tab, and we got quads everywhere, or sorry, tries everywhere, which I hate. So tab, let's Q mesh tools or operations clean mesh. Yes, now they're all just individual faces. Good. So these are not necessarily buildings, but they're land plots. So it's our yards. But some of these will be buildings. Specifically, these are going to be towers. I'm going to move all this stuff. Yeah. And those are gates to the wall. M to walls. So if we come in here and select walls, we should have just that, which is what we wanted. Now, I kind of think I'm going to play with the walls first, and then we'll come back to doing other stuff. We're going to build inward. I want to make all of these the same, I think. So we'll have to kind of place them by hand because they're not doing any kind of easy rotation right now. But that's okay. Let's jump into it. let's use this one as our, well, let's see. Is there anyone that paces the right direction accurately? Nope, nothing is exactly good, so we'll use that one. Cool. Tab, E, there we go, and E down. Okay. We'll leave ground on so we can see. That's a biggish tower, which is cool. There are kaiju in this world, so I don't mind having a big wall and big towers. There's actually stuff needing to be defended from, but that's a big tower. Like there's our individual person. He's big. How high up is this? I said it's like what? 17 meters? That's pretty high. I think this wall is going to be higher than most of our buildings if we do it this high. And it might just be a little too high. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to bring in a random building just to check something and see. Just want to have like a, not fantasy huts, fantasy buildings. Let's see this one. How tall is that building? So our wall is, well, no, okay, I can live with that. Tower's a bit big, but I can even live with that, I think. All right, let's get rid of this. I just want to check it for scale. And close the area for right now. All righty. So do we want to go up this big? I think we do. Like I said, it's going to be a big fuck off tower, but that's okay. All right, let's look at it. 7 tab 1 K C. Let's cut this across like that, right? Yeah. Cool. Okay, good. We wanted to do that just to get some quads in here on the top too. 2 R. If it's 17, roughly each one of those to be a story, right? Roughly. Let's see. I'm going to bring our guy over again. And just select those 2. Tab. Yeah, okay. So each one of those is roughly, that's a reasonably sized story. Okay. I can live with it for the purposes of this. And then add 2 cuts here. Okay. And 3. Let's just see what happens if we scale that out like that a little bit. Is it even too far down to even see? Yeah, it is. Let's undo that. Turn on proportional. Go to linear. Shrink that down. Yeah, like that. Yes, that looks cool. I'm liking that. It's gonna be like a building. And it's not, so it'll have a tower thing on top too, but I think it's not gonna have a building on top. It is the building. Inset in that far. Sure. Nice thick wall. Let's select outer. EZ1. I don't know why it does this every time. Refuses to acknowledge I said Z. 1 meter up on our railing edge. and that'd be cool. We can put like a door up there, I think, too. Cool. And then maybe here, each one of these 3 to there. Inset, select regular. There we go. And Alt-E on normals. In sum. Great. Then inset a bit more. Alt-E on normals. Further in. Cool. Nice window setup. Trying to avoid doing too much. I want to keep this fairly low poly because we're going to want a fair number of stuff going forward. So we're trying to avoid my normal. Let's just make everything 1,000,000 polys because we're making a whole village this time. And we want to have room to play if we need to. That seems good. I like that. Let's edit, and I don't need these to like there, right? It might be, well, except it might be different. Let's see the whole side, depending on where we place it later, because we want these to be the same going around. Okay. And that, and also not that. Okay. Panels, let's do heavy destructive. And cuts 1, or does that make that smaller? Yeah, we don't want to do that. Cuts. It's curious not to do it this way, actually. Panels. Something like that. F9, but we're going to be 100% at 60. This time it is actually a separate thing because I don't want to do the subdiv on it. F9. If we cut it, do we want to do more than that? It kind of gives something neat like that. I don't think it's too much. I'm all right with it. Am I all right with it? I think so. Morning, Michael. I think I'm okay with this. That should be okay. And join them together. Yeah, I'm all right with that. And then I think just to keep something kind of fun, what if we selected these, not this? Actually, even this one, control bevel. Let's take it out, 0.2. Sure. Alt-E on normals. Good deal. GZ, turn off proportional. Down. Give us something like that. That feels like a neat tower. I like it. I think we're gonna replicate it now. Walls. Select hierarchy. Okay, there we go. And let's see if we can't just replicate this thing around now. And we want to be, actually, let's start again. This one, object, set origin to geometry. Great. Like, we don't have to be lined up exactly here, but you know, reasonably close is good. We can tweak it later as we need to. I'm trying to stop being quite as precious as I usually am about making things lined up perfectly, because it's often you don't need to. And I know I get a little bit insane about it. No one but me is ever going to care. Set origin geometry should definitely have. You can actually give it one, but I haven't. But you're right, it should. I just need to make a macro that's set origin to 3D cursor, set object to origin, because that's the one that I use all of the time. Okay, just duplicating it around. Again, keeping them all instances, so if I need to change it later, it should theoretically propagate everywhere and we'd be good. The advantage of these walls being a little bit non-symmetrical is that I don't think you'll notice if I'm off slightly. Excuse me. Okay, save. It feels like I've done reasonably where I wanted it to be every place. Nice walls. Good walls. Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying going a little slower on this one, not trying to like rush through everything all the time. Not that I mind, but you know. Okay, so then we have our gate walls too. What do we want to do for that? That's an interesting question. Are they all the same size or roughly? They look like they're roughly the same size. Okay. So that would be the gate. EZ17. Cool. And again, just take these down. That's a big space. Those are monster towers and not a very big door. I think I'm going to do something a little different here. I don't have to follow the map in any way. It's just the spacing for it. Let's go to normal. GZ, bring that in. Add a little bit. Okay. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is just add these two X faces to bridge edge loops. Just make it a solid thing. Ooh, that's kind of neat. All right. Why is it doing? That's bizarre. That is strange. Okay, we don't want to do that. Oh, I see. No, it's all right. That is okay. Maybe. Maybe. You know what? Screw this. 3. X faces. Good. Yeah, it's better. X faces. Okay. 2. Bridge edge loops. Will this work? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. So now we have our straight up across thing. Doing good. All right. And again, I'm just playing. I'm not entirely sure where I'm at yet. Add that. Now, let's see. How thick do we want this to be? I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta figure that out. Okay. Object set origin to geometry. And yeah, we're going out of time mirroring this thing, aren't we? Aim point. Yeah, no, it doesn't want to mirror that way. God damn you. I need to figure out how to turn off this whole close after operation thing on this modifier, which it suddenly started doing, and I don't know why. Hard ops just got weird on me, and I have to figure out how to unweird it. Okay. Cool. Control R, straight down the center. We'll do it this way. Okay. 7, Alt Z, Control B, and that is basically the open part. Okay. Good to know. So there's our center. And all right. Thank you. Like, piss off. We can just cut through it, I suppose. Just trying to think of the best way to do this is. Okay. We could just do it this way. Brute force! Woohoo! F. There are better ways, but whatever. F. 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 There's our gate initially. I'm just going to take this whole thing and GZ and just bring it up slightly too. So we actually have some ground there even. Okay. Now, still working on this. 3GZ. Let's just bring that up. Yeah, that's cool. And then maybe we'll take, why is it? Okay. And 0.66. .66. SY 0.66. Oh, it's not, okay, it's weird. Okay. This one is, yeah. SX 0.66. Cool. SX 0.66. Okay. That's basically what we wanted. Sure, I can live with that. Got a little different than I was expecting, but that's okay. And 2, control bevel, add some more curves, give it a little bit of a curve action there for fun. Okay. Did I? Yeah, I did solidify these. So those are real now. Yeah, that's cool. I'm liking that. Let's see. 3. Just a pain in the ass to do these when you're not what you call it, lined up with your axes. And cool. There we go. That's nice. We want to do edge it there. Grab this and this, control bevel. Go that far. Cool. And there, there. Okay. 3. Alt E on normals. Out slightly. Cool. And then grab this one and this one and bevel. Just select these faces. Alt E on normals. Back in slightly. There's our doors on a track. I guess I didn't give them the top track, did I? We could. Yeah, well, we didn't inset, so we could. All right. Okay, here to here. And okay, here to here. There we go. And we can even just get rid of those. And 3. Oh, it is kind of whatever, but up slightly. Cool. So it has a track for the doors. Good deal. Save. And there's nothing complicated here yet, but you know, looks okay. What do we want to do? Where's our guy? Dude, where's your dude? Bring him over to here. Okay. Still a huge wall. Great. So we're gonna go that big. Maybe we take this and set it slightly. Select outer. EZ1. Gives us a little bit of a wall thing going on around there. Kind of cool. Sure. Then I don't know why we would see these, but I think it might be neat to have some pipes. Can we do a Control R? Control R. Okay, let's just solo this sucker. And KC. No. 7. 1. KC. Yeah, go in that direction. Good deal. And 7 KC. Okay, so we've cut a loop cut both directions, both sides. So now we should be able to go let's grab those to here. Yeah, just like that. And then this to here. Control bevel. Two pipes should be good. Okay. 2. Ugh, deselect these suckers. Q, curve extract. Yeah, that's cool. Dig it. Cool. Save. So again, this is fun to not be rushing so much. I'm having a good time with it. This is kind of how I work more normally when I'm doing stuff on my own. I'm like, I don't need to build this whole thing in a day. And I want to think about it as I'm doing it rather than just throw shit out there. Okay, so we got that. Let's see how this will work. Can we do a extras tab Q? No. Flange couplings, yes, that's what we want. Custom heavy radius, shrink them down. Like that. And amount 2, 3. 3 looks cool. We could try one of the other flanges. Let's try cable coupling. Ooh, they're neat. Ooh, bulky. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we're doing that. Make it a little smaller though, I think. Yeah. Cool. Just deco so far, isn't it? Liking that. And And let's see, what else do we want to do? This bad boy here. I wish I could get it mirrored, but I don't think I can easily. That. No. That. To that. That's our roof section, huh? Now, do we want to panel it? Let's try panel with heavy destructive. It's just not, I'm gonna want it mirrored, although it does look cool. Actually, let's try W subdivide. Ooh, this could be neat. Inset. Grab that. Ooh, yeah. I don't want to go too far that they cross over, are we? Yes, we are crossing over, so we need to cut our thickness back down to there. Okay, so we're not getting any weird geometry cuts there. I like it. Now, Alt-E, long normals out, and then Alt-S, or just S. I still want individual origins, scale. Thank you. Now it's working this time. Oh yeah, that's cool. We don't need to get funky. We can just do it accurate. Okay. That is cool. I like it. We want to do more to it? We want to leave it for right now? I think we're going to leave it for right now. And yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it for right now. Let's duplicate it and move it over to our other spaces. Can just delete those. Delete those. Grab this. Alt-D, RZ. Come over here and just try to line it up pretty good. I mean, again, I'm not sure anyone but me is going to care, but just try to match the. That's reasonably okay. And Alt-D here. Also reasonably okay. Looks good. Yeah, I'm not even talking about bad topology so much as just it gets weird with shading. But if you mean these things, yeah, it just makes it easier if you don't. Yeah. Okay, so like that's our wall. Let's grab the cutter again, actually. Cutter. Turn back on. Yeah. Tab. The cutter. This thing, tab. 3. Shift G, coplanar. P section. or just, I guess, yeah, P section. Grab this, M river, turn off cutter. Did I turn off river? Yeah, river's on. Okay. Viewport display, shaded, GZ, down. Just gonna reuse it for water, basically. Well, the Y is a couple of reasons. I can give you that. So first off, it could 3D print weird if it was inside out. It can also it reverses what the normal maps do. So if something is pointed inward, it would point outward if it was reversed like that, because basically it flips the normals if the geometry is bad there. So because it's not, the normals will all point outward instead of jumping around. In some things it matters more or less than others, but say you were using normal maps to do things like belt buckles and stuff, so they weren't even really in the geometry. If it was flipped backwards, you would notice it and it would look ugly. Like that's a legitimate reason. Now let's keep it down to there. Yeah, that's a good place for water. I don't know if that's a good answer or not, but that is a legitimate use case why you wouldn't want to do it. It also just handles weird when you try to like inset later or select linked faces and all that kind of stuff. So it just becomes a pain in your ass. Save. Okay, so we got our water there. What's our whole scale looking like for size on this thing? We're at, okay, just under 1 kilometer. That's not bad. Okay, over here. You have to play with our wall some now too. Cool. Grabbed them all. Now, if we also did the same kind of insetting, we could give ourselves a little like parapet kind of thing going on here. One. Do we want that? Let's see. I mean, it's not awful. It's kind of simple, but it's not awful. And I'm not sure how much I really care about the walls. I don't know how important they're going to be to our story yet. But that would work. We could give them the same kind of like visual cut. Let's see. Tab. I want to select these faces. These are roughly the same size. That's kind of good. Okay. W subdivide twice. Yes, that seems good. Okay, inset. Alt-E along normals. That far, and then scale. Gives us these kind of plated patterns on our walls. I think I like it without creating a ton of new geometry. Sharpen. Yeah. Okay. We're all looking good still. Oh, okay. Well, I can answer some of those too. The reason for your edges end in a certain pattern is just for ease of selecting edge loops. And again, for smoothing, or not smoothing, shade smooth. So if you're, which is also your number of segments for a bevel, the way your shade smooth algorithms work from different programs, it can show up differently. You can get weird, bumpy looking things. Let's see. Matte cap. And is there there's a one to do it. Let's see. Yeah. So you can see like the lighting on these is all good right now. It follows smoothly, so you would get nice looking things. If you had bad ones, it would jag out and look weird. So that's why. Random matte cap straight to. Okay. Since I'm going slow today, I can, stop and talk about that stuff. I don't care too much about it, but that's why. That's the logic. There's our wall. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Kind of digging that. And I think I am going to kind of take a moment and do a bit of texturing, so maybe we can get at least, even if we can't see the interiors yet, maybe we can get some good shots of these things going around. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. Thinking how I want. Textures in 3D printing. Yep. But for edging and that kind of stuff, it's textures. 100%. Okay. All right. We want this place to feel run down a little bit, like not slummy, but this is just all the trade has left this planet and these people are just kind of stuck here now. Maybe let's do ground first. Did we apply this? Yeah, we did. Okay. So tab A U, smart UV project. Okay, give it a ground. What ground do we want to give it? Do I have? No. Okay. Shift F1. Shaders. Me. Landscape. Are they still unassigned? Didn't think they were unassigned. Seth. Sandy Shore. There it is. Yeah, particularly game engines used to be really picky about that kind of stuff. So that was why people cared. Yeah. We might change the rock, but I think we can use this. Okay. And then this one. Why are we not seeing it? Weird. This is textured. Yeah. Why are you not there? Weird. Okay. Well, let's see. polygonic material. Actually, maybe I'll just go with river water here. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, I understand. Well, oftentimes people don't understand why, so they just say things like that, or they have a very particular use case that they think applies everywhere. So why am I not seeing my... Oh, no. My curve should be there. Why is that not showing up visually? What am I missing? We should be there. Viewport display. What am I missing? Should be there. I'm confused. Why is it gone? It's there. Just, no, not getting nothing from that. Where is, there you bastard. What am I missing? It's always something you're missing. Solid, textured. Doesn't want to show it. Does not want to show me water. Why is that? Weird. You know what? I think it just may be confused somehow because it used to be a cutter, but that shouldn't make a difference. Let's just try something dumb. File, export, OBJ, river, selected only. Let's delete it. File, import, OBJ, river. There we go. I don't know why you got confused, but that seems like a simple fix. River water. Okay. I am good with that. Something like that. Would I say such a thing? I would never be that brave. Yeah. Okay. I want a bridge. Just kind of work on the exterior here, since I'm just doinking around right now. Although actually, no, we were materializing, weren't we? We were materializing. Stay on target, Seth. Stay on target. Okay. The hell material is this? Oh, something we don't want. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. Cool. Alrighty. There was something I wanted to use. Let's see if I can find it. File, open. I can't remember what it was called now. It's like water damage or something, but I bought it. Water smudge mask generator. I think that was it. Yep, this was it. And I think there was concrete that was kind of cool too already. Yeah, which might be exactly what we want. So maybe just grab this object and use it to transfer things across to here. Cool. Because that will give us the example material with masks, which we liked, for lack of a better thing. And then we'll need to grab the control link copy modifiers. Let's see what that gives us. It does give us some cool looking water damage. I'm kind of into that. Let's do the same thing with this. This link copy modifiers and link copy materials. I mean, yeah, I might change it, but it's cool so far. Go from here this time. Link materials, copy modifiers. Adds that water damage. Save. It's very gray, which is okay, but I might tweak it up a little bit. But you know, we're just kind of building to get started here, so that's okay. We have not gotten very far at all. Now I can get rid of this. Bye-bye. Okay, but we have our walls. We have our ground. Roads, I'm going to deal with something different, I think. Bridge. What kind of a bridge do I want? I could just use a platform generator bridge. That could work. I think that would be fine. Maybe let's do that. Open, don't save. Name, platform generator. We all know how much I love this one. And we'll go with something more sci-fi this time, or this one. Like, I like this one. I also like really either of these two are cool. I'll do this one. Go a little bit more static, a little more normal. This is in a ground, right? Yes. Control V. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Let's undo. I come back to collection. There we go. That brings it all in. And then G over. And there's our object, right? So here's a bridge. Let's turn off ground so we can see what the hell we're at. Ground. So we got one bridge or two bridge? Two bridges. I got two bridges, one for each of you. Let's just edit the road. Road has not been applied yet. Shift D. I want to keep the curve just in case. So let's turn off the curve. And then apply, convert to mesh. And tab. And Control R to here. And Control R to there. I'm going to P selection tab. Okay, and we're going to move this here. M, new collection, bridges. Okay, so we got that one. And let's just do the same thing over here too. This one looks good already because it curves, I guess. M, bridges. Let's turn off roads again. Okay, so we got that one and that one. Let's just link them, join them together. And then control link, copy modifiers. Cool. Yeah. And over here, turn ground back on and bring up our bridges. Okay. And base, no, where is it? Where am I going? There was base. Terrain collection, yes. Ground. Interesting. I don't want any crap on top. Scatter on platform, just get rid of it. Okay. And let's start with this one. This one looks more reasonable. Maybe I do want them separate. Yeah, okay. Yes, we do. Okay, well, that's way too high. Here. Down to there. Good. Down to there. Sure. And it's going to turn off so I can see what the hell I'm doing. E. Down to there. Good. It doesn't have to line up exactly. 2. E. Z1. Yep. Edge. Cool. I want to add another loop to here. Add another loop to here. That's just kind of a weird crossover there, isn't it? I don't wish it wasn't doing that. Why is it doing that? Shouldn't be. Just look at it and see. Supports. No supports. Yep, fine. I think no supports work fine for us here. Yes. Good deal. And another loop there, and another loop there. And it feels like a reasonable. Oh, I don't want this one there. 3x faces tab. Okay, feels like a good bridge. Let's come over here and do this bridge. This one's a little bit more interesting, I guess. Also supports, we want no supports. Get rid of that. Cool. Tab 2 GZ just go down here like this if we want to. Sure. Better. 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 I'm gonna have to flatten the ground out, I think, here, if I care. But that works. 2, easy 1. Cool. Got a railing. Good deal. Let's come here, edit this sucker here. No, this there, yeah. 3. SZ. And more. Cool. And over here, same thing. SZ. Straighten that out more. Good deal. This bad boy here again. 2 GZ. Good deal. And over here, GZ. And I don't mind if it comes in a little bit. Okay. Save. So we've now added our bridges into our space. Which is what we wanted. Okay. Yeah, like I said, a lot more deliberate today. Definitely have. I'm gonna want some more pipes and stuff on this wall. But I'm not sure. Oh, did I not? Oh, come on. Okay. I didn't copy them out. This is why we do this way. Object, convert to mesh. Now let's give it a material. It may not stay distressed hull, but we're gonna give it distressed hull for right now. And distressed hull with chevrons for this one. Sure. This, controlled join. There we go. Now I have them everywhere. It's better. I am liking our space. I think we're getting somewhere. It feels good to me. Let's just give ourselves a sky so we can see. Import. I don't know. I think this will work. Let's see. Yep, that'll work for right now anyway. Just something outdoorsy. And got our water. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to add grass and stuff along in here, but I don't think we're going to bother with that yet because, you know, why? Yeah. No one minds I didn't finish something today? Well, if you do, tough. I think I will do some like beauty shots of the wall, but that's not really the point of this one. Yeah. Just taking a look, seeing if there's anything I want to change in the immediate short-term future before we start. We are now in a good place for going forward here. Let me just spend a little bit of time. Do I want to keep it flat? We could keep it flat. um, let's see. Ground off. Ground on. This is our city objects. Select objects. Let's just GZ, bring them up higher so we can see what they will look like superimposed when the ground is where it is. That's where our blocks are going to be. I don't think we need to really adjust it. We can keep it flat this time. Projects sometimes last longer than an hour and a half. I know, right? So yeah. That looks good. Like we could build some like hills and stuff into here if we wanted to. I don't know though. Maybe we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Like our bridge, like our river, like our wall, like not moving so damn fast all the time. Actually, I want to fix this here real quick. Object sculpt mode. There we go. That was just a little too sharp. We're getting some cut across there. Let's just fix that. And maybe we'll do it here too. Just smooth it in a little bit. Kind of like an escarpment. It's a fun word too. And a little bit there. And I'll just punch it down just a little bit there. A little bit there. A little bit there. There. Cool. Save. All right. Cool. Okay, folks, I'll post something up to show our progress. I'm not sure exactly what it'll be yet today, but we'll get something there. Like I said, we're not doing final shots yet because we haven't got final shots going, but I think we're in a good place. Tomorrow we'll start doing some buildings and lay into this space here. We got a lot of city blocks, or I guess we don't have a lot of blocks. We have what, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10-ish blocks, and then buildings inside that, and some stuff on the outside too. We should be in good shape. Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope it was interesting. I hope going a little bit slower today was fun. Just trying not to finish everything and then have to come up with a new idea again. If you take a little longer, give it a little bit more thought, we can kind of spread things out a little bit. Anyway, take care, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.